The world's original tea tree oil company, Thursday Plantation, is known for producing the best tea tree oil since 1976. Dr. Reg Lehman explains why Australia's Thursday Plantation is still the most scientifically respected brand of tea tree oil in the world.
Thursday Plantation was set up by a guy called Christopher Dean. Now, Christopher Dean also was very instrumental in setting up ATIA, which is the Australian Tea Tree Oil Industry Association, with a goal of quality and research for tea tree oil. Now, those goals we're still pursuing today. So we're actually improving the quality of the tea tree oil and obviously doing research behind the tea tree oil.
Dr. Lehman is also a member of the Australian Federal Government's Tea Tree Oil Research and Development Advisory Committee. He's reviewed most of the scientific literature and research on tea tree oil. Why should we buy Australian tea tree oil from Thursday Plantation?
What they actually have is an international standard, which is ISO 4730, and that actually specifies the chemical composition, but it's actually a minimum standard for tea tree oil. In Australia, we've actually had a very extensive breeding program, and we've actually now developed a grade of tea tree oil that's much, much higher than that minimum standard which is being set around the world. Therefore, to have the best tea tree oil, you should buy Thursday Plantation tea tree oil. Now, with Thursday Plantation tea tree oil, we've got to exceed those minimum standards, so therefore we only use Australian tea tree oil, and also our tea tree oil has been used in more research studies around the world than anyone else's tea tree oil. So to have the product that you can rely on that is going to give you the same results as been reported in the literature and in the research, you have to buy Thursday Plantation.
Tea tree oil contains more than 100 naturally occurring compounds. The most abundant of these is terpenin 4-ol. Does Thursday Plantation have specific parameters for its tea tree oil?
Thursday Plantation has set in place some parameters which allows us to consistently exceed those minimum standards set to the international standards. They are such as setting a level of terpenin 4-ol of greater than 40%. 40% is what was used in all of the research studies. We also need to set levels of parathymine and 1,8-cineol, which will be less than about 3%. That way we'll ensure that the product has very low irritancy. By buying a tea tree oil from Thursday Plantation, we not only can trace the product back to the warehouse, back to a manufacturer, but we can actually trace it back to the field that it was grown in Australia.
Thursday Plantation offers the most comprehensive range of tea tree oil products in the world and continues to invest in research and the development of superior tea tree oil formulations. All the best for your health, naturally, from Thursday Plantation.